Hello guys and welcome to today's market recap. You might say, bro, you could have taken short, but hold on guys, hold on. Like look at this move. I couldn't catch the trade, and this sucks, man. But like, oh my god, bro. Like it is what it is. Sometimes like you can just miss trades, but you can't go and chase them. Like I could have like re-entered again or entered way too later, but like I didn't want to do that. I wanted to stick to my plan, stick to my rules, and never like chase any trades or feel any type of FOMO in myself. So without further ado, please don't forget to smash up the like button and to hit that subscribe button to let us reach 220 legends before the end of May. Please, bro, just click on subscribe. You don't even like lose anything, bro. It doesn't cost you anything. Please, bro, that will help me a lot in my journey. So after you did the subscribe, let's go straight into today's video. So going into the day, I had clear bearish bias. Alright, we still have this remaining unfilled daily fair value gap, and we also are in a bearish order flow on the daily time frame. So with that, I wanted to scale down to the 4 hour to know where the price is going to go, or to know the lower time frame structure. So we had these 4 hour lows, we have these 4 hour lows, we have these 4 hour lows. We did took out this already, but then we still have these London session lows marked out as like a 4 hour lows. But then we also have these 4 hour highs and these 4 hour lows, and also these 4 hour lows and these 4 hour highs. So, and we also have these Asian session highs as well. If we scale down to the 1 hour now, you can see that we have these hourly highs, these hourly highs, and these hourly highs, and we also have a bunch of sell side liquidity to the downside. So, what I wanted the price to do is, all right, I'm interested in taking a short. So how I'm going to do that? I want the price come up, seek out the buy side liquidity before going on and continue its move to the downside. All right, what ended up happening on London session? We kept going down without taking any liquidity, so that's why I told you I'm going to trade on New York session. So I waited on New York session, I waited, and then price ended up coming up. We took out these hourly highs, but we didn't took out these highs. But then after taking out these highs and these highs on the 4 hour, it looks like we're getting a liquidity sweep on the 4 hour. So that is pretty good. Like that's one of my confluences, like a 4 hour liquidity sweep. We just took out these 4 hour highs and we made the sweep of liquidity on that. So with that, I went to the 15-minute time frame to look for a break of structure so I can confirm my my continuation confluences bearish order flow, or to know when the bearish order flow is going to happen. So we did break the structure to the downside on the 15-minute right here, but then I wanted to see price break the structure on the 5-minute and also give me a continuation confluence to the downside. So what I wanted price to do is actually like break below these lows, close the 5-minute candle below these lows, and then what I wanted it to do is actually retrace back into some sort of even like 1-minute confluences or 5-minute confluences, or even gave me like something in this area. But for me, I didn't like this fair value gap and I didn't like this breaker block because we are still trading above this 5-minute structure. I wanted this 5-minute structure to get broken before we continue move to the downside. So on the 1-minute, I was about to enter the trade on the 1-minute. Like you see this fair value gap and this breaker block marked out. I was about to enter the trade right when this structure got broken, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to stick to the plan and wait for the 5-minute structure to get broken, and I wanted to see a retracement back into like 5-minute confluences, like fair value gap, breaker block. But I kept waiting. That never ended up happening, and we continue like moving to the downside very aggressively, and I couldn't catch any trades. And you might start bitching out, but here's the screenshot. I ended up taking it for you guys. Look, we have these highs, we have these highs, we have these highs. We ended up, and we also had these highs. We take out these all of those buy side liquidity, and then we broke the structure to the downside on the 5 minute, and then I wanted the price to close below this, retrace back into this order block, or a 5 minute like fair value gap or something, and I kept waiting, but price just flew by me and I couldn't catch anything. So I could have like entered that trade, but I never wanted to because it never like ended up coming back into my like key zones or key levels that I always wanted it to do. But then I think I was about to enter it again a trade once again because we had these highs, and we came up, we took out those buy side liquidity, this internal range liquidity, and we filled up this fair value gap perfectly, and then we broke the structure to the downside. But that was already like 8 p.m. and I told you I will not enter any trades after 7 p.m. So that's it. I couldn't like catch any trades. This could have been a banger trade if I entered on the 1 minute. This could have been a runner, especially with me targeting these lows. I was targeting these lows from the beginning of the day. Like 1 to 2.6 risk to reward has gone, but who fucking cares? At least I didn't lose any bread. That's it. That's how the game works, bro. You gotta stay patient. You gotta stay like you don't rush. You don't get FOMO. You don't do anything, and that's it. And after that, what did that ended up happening? Like a fucking series of up candles come up from nowhere. We absolutely like crushed out those highs. We took out also the Asian session highs, and then we continued the move to the downside. Like I could have entered it right here. I could have like find a setup right here because we ended up breaking the structure on the 5 minute. We also on the 15 minute. Then we retraced back into the fair value gaps, and we broke the structure. We created the order block, and we retraced back into it. And then on the 1 minute, you could have entered right here and target out these long session lows, bro. I could have entered right here, but then, bro, like 11 p.m. Are you serious right now? No, but this is a fucking pure example on how liquidity works. This is like a full breakdown on how liquidity works. Why the market moved in the first place? Because it has to seek out liquidity. There's a plan of liquidity right here. There's buy side liquidity right here. There's equal highs right here. There's another high right here. There's also the Asian session high. I didn't mark it out from nowhere, bro. It is obviously Asian session highs. We also had these 4 hour highs, and after that we have these London session lows. We have these lows, and we also have these lows. So what is price going to do? It's more likely going, if like this is a high impact news comes out, but then the high impact news, once again, bros, the high impact news gives the price the volatility to go in the first direction that price would have like already gone to. Like the price is going to go in its direction no matter what. Even if the news are bullish, you may see like the price going down. News are bearish, you might see the price comes up, because price does not care about how bullish the news is, doesn't care about how bearish the news is. It's the news gives the price the volatility needed and the volume needed to go and move so quickly and take out the liquidity so quick. So that's it. We ran through all of those highs. We also took out these Asian session highs, but then we continued the move to the downside because we still have plenty of low resistance draws on liquidity to the downside. We also had these 4 hour lows and those daily lows to the downside. So price ended up going down. We took out those highs, and that's it. So now it is 8:15 in the morning. I'll do my pre-market analysis, and I'll share with you my pre-market analysis for today, because I ended up like recording this video the day after yesterday, because yesterday I was waiting for my setup, and like I couldn't record the video for you guys yesterday, so I did it today. Also, on USD GPY, we did the same exact thing, but the only thing that uh we ended up seeing a good setup right here forming, but the price action like did not give me any single thing that I wanted it to do, because price action has been consolidating a lot. We sure that we did invalidate this 1 hour fair value gap, and it's sure that we are generating a lot of low resistance draws on liquidity. We also have these for our lows marked as yellow. We also have these for our lows. We all have these hourly lows. We also created this 1 hour bearish fair value gap, and we also have these 1 hour highs that needs to be swept. What ended up happening, price did consolidate for a bit, and then we come up, we fill in the fair value gap, we took out these highs, and then we broke the structure to the downside. But then I didn't like to sit up right here. Why? Because price action is a lot too consolidated. I don't want to trade like that. I want to trade clean moves, clean market moves, and only that. After that, what happened? We took out all of those lies, all of those lows, and then we continue moving to the upside. We took out these London session highs and these Asian session highs. Like, this gives you like the fucking pure fact that price always go to the session highs, manipulate them before going to the downside, before continuing its move from the first place. We have these London session highs, we have these Asian session highs liquidity. What price ended up doing? We took out liquidity, and then we come up to continue filling up the resting liquidity below us. That what ended up happening, and yeah, that's it. I could also, I want to show you a very cool thing. It is not a trade, it is not anything. It is, bro, look at this fucking thing. Hold on. You see the fucking price, bro? You can see 111,900 per Bitcoin. We have a new all-time high. I already like told you every single thing about Bitcoin. I've been telling you signals from the 83,000, bro. I told you that we're going to reach 90,000. I told you that we're going to reach 100,000. I told you that I'm going to reach 106,000, and already told you we're going to reach 112,000. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to show you now my tweets. Like, look at this thing. On May 17th, I posted a tweet saying this Bitcoin bullish flag is going to send it to 112k. Look at this thing when we were at $103,000, and look at today, boom. Like, y'all can't say nothing, bro. Y'all can't say nothing. Also, I have multiple of them, bro. A lot. Look at this Ethereum chart. I told you that we're going to break up, and as soon as we get the retracement back, we're going to see a bull run on Ethereum too. What ended up happening, we are seeing that same exact setup forming, and as you can see, we did ended up breaking to the upside, retracing back, and now we are seeing the bull run, and it's going to send Ethereum obviously to 3,440, no, not 3,040, 3,437 dollars approximately, not the exact same price, but this is it. And also, this is not financial advice. Do your own researches before accepting any idea. So that's it for today's market recap, and yeah, I didn't took any trades. I did ended up like waiting. I missed my setup, but that is not a big deal because I waited for my setup patiently. I waited for my confluences, but the price did not give me any opportunity to enter, so I kept waiting, and that is a good thing. So without that being said, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys. I love you all. Peace out.